Hello everybody, Conodger here. Welcome back to the Mindcrack server for your Monday. And everybody say hello to Biscuit. Biscuit, our new dog companion here on the Mindcrack server, joined us on Sunday during the Mindcrack livestream. And yeah, this I think is the dog we met up with in one of the first episodes here on the Mindcrack server. It was kind of over in that area where we were initially caving. And we saw a dog, possibly Biscuit, over there and tried to tame him, but did not have any success there. I can tell you, this was not an easy dog to tame. Once again, we barely had enough bones, even though I had an infinite supply. But yes, we now have a dog companion here on the Mindcrack server, and we did have ourselves a good stream of Mindcrack activities. Sunday night is Mindcrack night, and I'm enjoying it, especially with the build stuff, because it's a good night for some collaboration. You know, a little bit of insight on maybe the direction to go with the build, or some help with some details that are maybe I'm struggling with or having a tough time with. And we did good stuff last night. Good stuff happened to this house last night, and the biggest thing is the windows. Really, we didn't set out to change the windows. What I set out to do was make a new awning area out here and try to make the front of the house a little bit nicer. Spice it up a little, make it a little bit more interesting. And I was really just trying to force a lot of detail into the front of the building, and it wouldn't work. Nothing really worked. However, through hours of messing around with things, I just randomly got inspired to try the bigger windows to break up the concrete. I really love the concrete, and I enjoyed the way it looked from the inside, because it looks like finished walls. It looks much more like a real house than most in Minecraft. But I didn't really like the way it looked from the outside, and I wanted it to have less of an impact on the outside. Well, who knew? Who knew? Windows was the way to go there. So thanks everybody that was there in chat helping with that. And even though that wasn't necessarily anybody's particular idea, I think it's just that group mentality and just kind of everybody casting out different ideas that helped that come to be. And it looks great. And we noted how much better it looks from down here to, I was trying shutters, I was trying all sorts of things, and the further I got from it, the weirder it looked. I was never happy with how it looked from about this distance. But now everything works together. Like the middle level of the house matches the top level. It's great. I love it. Everything's looking up. Everything is looking up. I actually, this morning, started recording this episode and was finishing up some of those details. Unfortunately, I had to scrap that footage because I'm having a little bit of a kind of a strange health issue where, it's not really super strange. It's pretty well known that I have in my past had severe asthma, and my kind of later 20s and into my 30s now have had a little bit of a reoccurrence of it. Well, the last couple days, it's been particularly bad, and this morning particularly bad. And I'm slightly concerned that it's maybe some kind of infection, maybe? I have been spending more time around people and people with kids lately, and that's never good. That's never good. Kids are basically walking germ factories, in my opinion. So hopefully it's nothing like that. I don't know, it's weird, because I feel fine, I have no other symptoms, but many breathing troubles, which leads to a hard time with doing the commentary stuff. So that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate, but pushing through now, and now that it's later in the day, I'm sorry, this video is going to be late at night, but I can at least get out a full sentence before I'm out of breath, which is better. Anything else? Oh, we finished the patio. Did finish the patio. Yeah, I guess that's kind of it. Oh, this area changed too. can't remember. I think it was Gem Knight that kind of suggested this area, if I remember correctly. Brian helped out with these windows with the insets. That looks really good. And yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy with all that. Looks really nice from the inside too. I feel like it's opened up the inside. It doesn't feel so closed in. And of course, the view is better. The view will be even better when we get the new glass. But that will be some time from now. Hi, Biscuit. And Biscuit, the name Biscuit comes from the Sims 4 playthrough, which is our Thursday afternoon streams. I'm doing a Sims 4 playthrough, I guess you would say. And I was trying to befriend a dog in The Sims that would not befriend me. And its name was Biscuit, so it seemed like a fitting name here. Today, I want to work on the overlook, the dormer, the back patio. I don't know what to call this. But either way, I'm about to take a pickaxe to this roof. I know, we worked so hard on this roof. It seems like a bad idea to take a pickaxe to it. But I really think we need it. There's not quite enough room up here, and there's no view of that side. This sign right here is where this row is on the top. So that means that 1, 2, 3 to the column. And then 1, 2, whoops, daisies. Let's just put that back. Oh, nuts. Let's just put that back. Oh, I think that actually worked. So let me see. This is where the row is. This is 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So if we were to open up right here, in theory, that would mean, let me go down this far, that this is in between evenly to these two. And yes, it is. All right, that is what I was hoping. Let me get some fish. Now, that's pretty low. It is pretty low. What I was hoping for was something that was high enough that you could easily see down into the mountain. So I might want it a little higher than that. To do that, though, I would need to build the floor up, which isn't impossible. It's a little tricksy with these, but it's not impossible. And of course we would need some kind of roof situation. What I want to do is basically a little small peak like this sticking out. So let me go one more layer up here. Okay. And then how would that turn the corner? This might be hard to place. Okay, so it does a weird thing there because it tries to wrap in. So this wouldn't be possible, I don't think. Yeah, it's always going to try and wrap into that. I think I would want it one taller anyway. So it would actually be on this one. Okay, that might work then. This is dangerous. Dangerous working conditions right now. Be on Farlands or Bust right now, getting your donations ready. No, I'll try and be safe. We're trying to decide if the streams count towards that or not. Like, I went through the whole stream and didn't have damage, but I don't know that I've not been adding the days, and I'm not really sure if those count or not. Oh, that's backwards. Alright, well, that's how far out it would be. Far out, man. And that would mean that, let's just say in testing, yeah, we could get up this high and then actually see that mountain pretty well. Probably actually get one higher. So all the way up to here. That would be nice. And get us a decent view out that way. Now I could do the same thing here. I haven't decided if I want to. A lot of this build is in the resist symmetry theme. And I do want to try to stick that. So we might just do the one over here. Right. Let me see if this works the other way. I think that might be where it breaks. No, it didn't break it. just don't know how it's gonna look just yet. Let me see. How did I do this? It would have been this way. Okay. Easy. Easy. Alright, so that would be like that. No, that was still backwards. Oh, me. Here, let me place it while that block is there so that I'm less tempted to do it again. We gotta go sleep off the night. I should get a bed for over here. I feel like the house is probably finished enough now that I could sleep in the house and feel like it. So then I would peek up a little bit right there, and it's an odd number, so it would peak to a sharp point. I just have to decide what I'm gonna do for the walls. Possibly these, possibly. We'll see. Let me just put those in there so I can see what it would look like from the side. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to make that decision. I need more materials, and I do need to go sleep off the night. Let me see if I have another bed or the materials to make one. Because it would be nice to stop having to commute back and forth, and I feel like the house is mostly secure enough. Although, me running over here gives me a reason to look at the place from a distance. So maybe I won't for now. More. I have a lot of stone slabs. I don't have any more stairs, I don't think, even over in the other chest. I'm getting to the point where I'm going to start organizing chests. In the basement, I've started to put in chests. Oh, I have lots of stairs right there. Do I have any oak? Just slabs. We'll take them anyway. Yeah, I've started to put in chests down in the basement to... What am I doing? To get organization going down there. And I would like to have an actual organization system rather than just chests everywhere. Oh, right, we also made this the concrete mixing station. Just kind of a interesting design. This morning I did these torches to try and make it look like it's like overhead lighting, like fluorescent lighting, something more industrial kind of ish. Yeah, I started putting in a lot of chests along the wall. So that's where we're at there. Yeah, nothing much in that. I hear you, Biscuit. I hear you. You might need a doghouse. It's fine. The dog can stay inside. Alright, so how do I want to do this? I kind of want it to... I did not expect that to happen, and that would be glorious if it did. Oh. Oh my. So does that mean that it could peek in like... This might take some trickery to get it to place right. Oh, it did it. It did it. Oh, this could be cool. Yeah, I did not expect it to do quite what it's doing. I honestly expected it to behave a little bit worse than it is. What a pleasant surprise. What a very pleasant surprise. Oh, easy. Easy cone dodger. Just the peak, so yeah, it's the same as that over there, to which I would probably do the same thing with a log. Okay, well, the log would be what would be weird then. I'm out of logs. Crap. Well, let me just get a good idea of what that's going to look like from a distance. Okay, that's actually pretty much exactly what I was hoping for. Once again, the thing I don't like is the concrete. I love the contrast. The contrast is good. But it's just so... The whole thing is just so bulky now. I think I might not do the log up top. Actually, I might just do slabs instead. Can we stack these together, please? Thank you. So that would actually work like this. Oh, that's nice. Because it merges in with this block. So that's cool. Simple solution, but effective. I do have some dark oak here. Let's try it. Just to see. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Alright, yeah, for whatever reason, the concrete just looks so much bigger than the planks. Doesn't make a lot of sense that it would, but it does. It really does look bigger. I'm trying to think of what else I might want to do. I'm thinking I might want to do an overhang block as well. Pop up there and do that. And then I was thinking about possibly having it a walkout area, like a little porch right here on the roof. I'm not sure about that yet. Because if I did that, it would be short. You know, this is as tall as we could be. See, this... this is the view I wanted. But that's not the view I'm going to get. It's just not tall enough. The house is not tall enough. We're almost there right here. We're almost there. But it doesn't necessarily have to be... Here, let's get rid of this. This is not working. The concrete's not working at all. So let's just see what this does for us. We need one more there. Boop. Alright, so visually, that's pretty much exactly what I wanted from it. Of course, there's going to be something else on the front, so it looks a little bit too open right here. But what I think we might do is actually have it, oh, I don't have any more of those stairs, huh? What can I do instead? I have 3. Well, I only need 3, so we should be good. So, like this. I'll put this here. Put this here temporarily. And then the 3 here. Yes. And then the glass would be up here. That does give us the view we wanted. The bummer of that is it gives us no view from down here, but we could always have it so where we could walk up to there. Because otherwise there isn't really much of a view, even from this height. Now, space is at a premium here. There is not a lot of space to be had. So I could knock this out one more as well. That's not against the rules. How much oak do I have? I guess I'm going to turn this into planks. Alright, so if this did go out all the way, that would get us out to here, which would mean that if we wanted to be taller... Oh no, I've locked myself out. We could be taller. See, what I really wanted was for that to be like a walkout patio of this height, I think. Yeah, that's a good height. That is a good height. Is there anything I could do about the overhang then? How about just a single overhang? That's bizarre. That's very bizarre. This might be one that's another real thinker. It's a real thinker. It just looks so flat. It looks so chopped off, which I'm not really a big fan of. Okay. The distance outward is fine. There's still no view like this, but in my mind, it's gonna be, you know, this tall. Oh, I have lots of slabs. Let's use those. Okay. Hello, stairs. Safety hazard. Alright, so that would be all the way down to here to get up to here. Which isn't a big deal, actually. Not that big of a deal. Almost considering trying these in stone brick now. I know it's a lot of the same block, but I think it might look better from the inside. I need a moment to think. Alright, you know what? I think this was a classic case of overthinking things. I really think that this was a case of overthinking things that I was thinking about. Wait, what? Alright, much more of a simple design now. And there is no step up, but we could make one. We could make one. It would be a pretty subtle one. And would only step up this far. Eventually the glass will be less of a nuisance. However, once we clear these out of the way, I think it's actually more in line with what I had in my mind for a look. So now we have a view from inside the house. We don't necessarily have to be up here. The only thing it detracts from is we don't get the step out anymore. I was kind of hoping for like a roof step out. And that might not be something that I completely abandon. I may come back to that. But I think for this particular piece, this works the best. I haven't seen it from the outside yet, though. I do need to see that. It is danger time, nighttime. So we will be careful. We've been in the area, so hopefully nothing spawned. Go grab this stuff anyway. So it's pretty plain from the outside. But I don't know if that's a bad thing. Also, nobody's ever going to see this place from the side. Yeah, that's not bad. I think if I'm going to do this design, though, it doesn't work as well as a single. It works better as two. It works better as the two of them next to each other. So I may end up doing that, which will be tough because that's not an easy thing to replicate, to be honest with you. What I have done there was not a particularly simple design. But I think that's the only way that that's gonna really work. Okay, on to that project then. There be zombies around my house. Is there zombies in my house? Where was that zombie? Is he on the roof? Maybe he's on the roof! There's a fiddler on the roof! I've been waiting for that to happen. I thought it was gonna be a creeper, but it was a zombie. Okay, now I can sleep. Alright, well, while I try and do this... Oh, this one's gonna be weird. I didn't consider the implications of what I'm doing here, because I don't think these are even. Hold on, let me see. 1, 2, 3. And then we did everything inside of that? Well, how many are inside of this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if we have 5 spaces in between here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do, but it's up against the wall, versus this side has another 3 over here. Well, we're resisting symmetry. We're doing it. Resist symmetry. Oof, this one I'm not so sure about. Because there's gonna be bigger gap over here than over here. Maybe it'll be fine. Maybe it'll be fine. Actually, you know what? Confidence. It's gonna be great. Everything's gonna be fine. Alright, so it's then trying to figure out how exactly this works. So it goes open all the way up to here. Open all the way up to here. Right? Right. Alright, so those actually get very close together. Let's see what that interaction is like. Oof, this build is pretty complicated in some ways. And then, how did this work out? So this one ends up being tied in right here. Right? Can you hear my brain? My brain is working 1,000 miles an hour right now. Alright, so that's the same as this, correct? And then this one is actually a slab at the top. It's not a stair at all. Yes, that is the same. Alright, so that's not too bad. And all the way out here. Oh, this might look pretty neat because... Oops. Because... you might see this from the window up front. Like, you might see through the top floor. That would be a happy accident, because I didn't intend or plan on that happening at all. to here, and then this one becomes this one, right? Wait a dang minute. Wait a dang minute. That's not the same width. It's supposed to be 5 wide. Oh, it's because I didn't open it up all the way. Okay. Simple solution. Simple solution. Alright, got that and that. Oh no. Okay. Now we should be good. So this block is going to end up being this one, right? Well, that should still be the same height. We just need to go one. No. My poor brain. The things I put my poor brain through building this house. Okay, so it's 100% sure this one, and then outwards. So it was probably right all along. And then, well, you see, I think what I messed up is the bottom one should be this one. Yeah, I think that's where I've messed up. This really shouldn't be that hard to figure out, but I'm struggling. Okay, he's done it. He's done it. Everything's working out now. I have this figured out. So it occurs to me I haven't really talked about anything but building today. Let's see. It is Monday. This week, pretty much a normal agenda. No big fun activities planned or anything like that. The only thing I did that was kind of off the beaten path last week was I went out to autocross, not to compete, just to kind of serve as photographer slash spectator. And if you saw on Instagram, I was out there with a friend of mine who had their first autocross event. So that's always fun and interesting because I do find myself to be a pretty decent instructor. That's one of the things I've always kind of kept in the back of my mind of maybe things that I could find myself doing in the future is some kind of... I would love to be able to have enough time to be able to do some kind of like volunteer thing where I'm kind of like the I'm trying to find the words, the novice captain, or which that ends up sounding a little bit sarcastic, the novice captain. But you know, just kind of the person in charge of handling the newcomers to autocross, because I know that's, for me, was a big thing when I first started out, was I just felt very kind of confused and not, I don't want to say not welcome, but there's a lot of intricacies to it, and all of the information about it is not super well laid out. I mean, the clubs try to do their best to have enough information to read out there about what to expect and all that kind of things. But most of the walk-ups to these events, most of the people that they get to actually be newcomers at these autocross events are people that just kind of heard about it and are usually not very knowledgeable about anything and have not, you know, read up on it and obsessed about it like I would do about things. And I feel like all these people kind of slip through the cracks and might not have as good of an impression of what the autocross community and events are like, because they're having a tough time, as well as it can make for a frustrating time for others having to deal with people that, you know, maybe don't have enough knowledge of what's going on to... Wait, I figured a cell stone. I did. To help run the event safely and quickly and efficiently, because that's the way autocross works. You know, it's not it's not an organization put together usually where there's, you know, a company putting it together and there's workers. It's the people that are competing that are also running the event. So there's a lot of responsibility that goes around and gets shared there. And if everything's not working together smoothly, it can make for less of a fun time. Also, I just seem to have a pretty good knack for knowing what to tell people, because it's easy to information overload people with that kind of stuff and make them even more nervous, or just give them information that maybe isn't very helpful and can block out the information that they need. But I feel like somewhere in my brain there's just a certain skill set that I'm pretty good with being able to explain things to people without either being like pedantic about it or, you know, talking down to people. Oh, I had plenty of slimes. And having the ability to know the right things to share and the right information that's needed. So yeah, it's something that I would like to, I would say, capitalize on the future. It's the way that I feel like I can best give back to the community. I do the photography stuff pretty much, you know, on a purely volunteer basis. Like, I expect nothing from it, and you know, I put in, like, for the event I just went to, I put in probably 3 times as much work as the people that actually ran in the event in order to get pictures for everybody. But that's, you know, that's just me staying connected. Oh, I don't have a bed over here yet. With that community, and I feel like I can give back to it and try to make those events more fun for people. People really like to, I mean, I always really like to have pictures of my runs and my performance there, and solidifies the memory and whatnot. So yeah, it's nice to be able to do that. But I've just been thinking about maybe in the future, when times are kind of better for me, maybe I could extend that out into helping some kind of program of, like, novice captain. I think that would be a good title, a good way to put it. So yeah, that was kind of one of the things that crossed my mind over the weekend through the event. All right, we're gonna take a look at what that looks like from the outside in the morning. Let's see how it looks from the outside of the backyard. I'm a little curious, and I'm a little bit worried, to be honest. It also occurs to me that we probably need some kind of back door. We only have one entrance to this house, and that doesn't seem safe. Oh, that doesn't look bad at all. I thought that might look really, really awkward with it being stacked over to this side. It's certainly not symmetrical, and I'm certain that that's going to drive some people insane. The only thing I'm considering, I hate to even go there though, because it's symmetry. The only thing I would consider would be moving it over one so that it was 2 and 2. But then it wouldn't be symmetrical from inside. It would be really out of whack from inside. Honestly, it doesn't look bad not being symmetrical from this side, and like I said, it's very rarely going to be seen from this side, so it doesn't particularly matter. Choices. I am very uncertain at this point. I think it looks fine from the outside. You know what? I'm going to leave it up to you guys. What do you think? Do we try and move this one over one to make it symmetrical with, make it even spacing inside of here, knowing there will be a column in the way, but we can deal with that? Or do we leave it where it is, symmetrical inside and, frankly, you know, more interesting looking from the outside? I don't know. Yeah, we'll definitely put a back door over here. I'm still tempted to try some kind of roof access. I'm still tempted to try some kind of, like, back patio that maybe connects these two. So I'm talking like a connection between the two here. enough to do this. And then some kind of way up to here so that we could stand up here and have like a little fenced in area. Might be cool. There's not a lot more view here than there is downstairs, but it's more than nothing. That might be something I toy with. We might try that. Try some ideas for this on Wednesday. What could we do from the inside to get up to there, though? Let's take a look at how much space we have. The upstairs is going to be 100% just bedroom. Like this area, the entirety of this upstairs area is going to be bedroom. So we're not really pressed for space. We could potentially have, let's see, we would need to get out and up to here. And I don't want to block any windows, but it could potentially be here that there's stairs. Do I have the stairs on me? I do. Just to see how high we would... Oh, that worked. We could get... It's always important to see how high you can get. Very important. Alright, and then here. Where do we pop out? Here. So we would need to lose those blocks right there in order to get up to here. That ain't bad. And then what is it? What happens with this? I said we were going to prototype this on on Wednesday, but we're starting now. Okay, so it would need to actually back up one, which I don't have that space. This is the absolute... Well, not necessarily. You could angle off this way. Alright, yeah. Let's think on that one. Let's put our thinking caps on for that one, and I guess that's gonna be Wednesday's project. I'm not gonna start it now because we have to decide what we're gonna do with our dormers. Are they gonna be... Is this one gonna be shifting over one or not? I'm not sure at this point. Alright, well that's gonna do it for today. I'm gonna go rest up a little bit and hopefully get to feeling better, and well, that'll do it. Tomorrow will be NASCAR and, oh, an automation stream. If you've been keen on getting in one of those automation build-offs, we've been having a lot of fun with that. We'll be doing another one of those tomorrow afternoon, Tuesday afternoon on Twitch. Hope to see you there. Thanks as always for watching. Let me update this total to 15, and I will see you next time.